What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. I should not be providing you any insight, because you didn't give me shit when I was young, when I was growing up, when I needed this advice. But now I've eclipsed you like a motherfucker, to the point where now it's like, you know, when we sit there and talk, it's like, yo, I ain't never heard of that before. Or I ain't like, yo, you really on to something with that shit. Why the fuck are you fucking 20, 30 years my senior telling me I'm on to something? That's where it gets problematic. You feel me? And that's where we need to start embracing and understanding what masculinity is and really tap back into it. That's why that shit is extinct. It's extinct. You know what I'm saying? There's no rationale. There's no logic. And then our intelligence is not there. See, people think intelligence is just having a wealth of information. No, fuck that. A masculine component does not just have, that's a detail. Smarts and information are a part of details, just accumulating that shit. How do you analyze it and break it down to where when your feminine opponent attacks it, you can reconstitute? Pay attention to that shit, yo. Pay attention to that shit. The time is now. As black men, we need to shift from our toxic feminine nature and understand our true masculine nature and revive that shit. So that way our women can start to balance with us again. Because they got that gap separated on purpose. So our women are in academia dealing with men. Now, and then we get to where it's like, yo, when he get on, he gonna leave for a white girl. Or it's like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. The reason why we're not able to harmonize with our women once they get to a certain point, because their femininity is so intact and our femininity can't be. And because we're operating through toxic femininity and not masculinity, we're able to move towards women who don't have that feminine component to where the black woman's is. And those women are also willing to relinquish their shit and let that shit go. You feel what I'm saying? So like, oh, he's doing more. Like, no, he's a toxically feminine man, and they submitted their feminine component. A black woman knows her essence, and she's not submitting that shit. She's not leaving her feminine component. But again, that's what you're submitting. When men want you to submit, that's what the fuck you're submitting to. His toxic feminine component. You're not submitting to his masculinity. You know why? Because you wouldn't have to submit if you were submitting to masculinity. Let that shit marinate, because you now balance with that. His masculinity needs the strength of your femininity. You feel me? From an intelligence perspective, again, it's not just having a wealth of information, but it's the ability to take any information you have, break it down to its finest component, to where you know everything about it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what intelligence really is. So it's like, I need a woman. I can't have a woman submit to me. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why I've been asking, like, well, she's gonna submit to you. No, she's not. No, she's not. If her femininity is really intact, and she knows that, and she's able to feel masculinity, she's not going to submit. She's not going to have to, because I'm going to need her intuition at tip-top level. So when I take my intelligence and I analyze and deconstruct some shit and I give it back to her, she reconstitutes it for me. She helps me reconstitute it. You feel me? It's the same principle. So now let's take it all the way back to basic gender and basic harness, to where I was saying that men have the predisposition and women have the predisposition for femininity. Men have the predisposition for masculinity. When us, or men supposedly going to be this is not why men. Polygamy is just a fuck that shit. I'm not even talking about that. But look, men have the abundance of semen because his essence, his physical essence, has now been analyzed and deconstructed. The analysis comes from the fact that his entire genetic makeup lies within one sperm cell. The deconstruction is his body has now been multiplied into different beings to go and be created. The woman only has one egg at a time. And that egg, once that sperm cell hits it, it then goes through meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 then reconstitutes, you feel me, that sperm cell's energy, and now it multiplies the egg into a being. That's the physical aspect of analysis and deconstruction, the physical aspects of synthesis and construction.